This is Super Yacht News with Sisman.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Okay, on my left here you can see a picture of motor yacht Axioma. She is still sat in Gibraltar. It's been a couple of months now since that supposed auction, the closed auction that they had. The vessel was apparently sold, but the vessel is just sat in that berth. Okay, this video has got a lot of sightings of vessels, a lot of updates and movements and stuff like that. So let's get on with it. All right, so first one is Motor Yacht A. We mentioned in a recent video that the vessel was no longer in Dubai in the resort there. But what we've learned from multiple sources now is the vessel is basically moving from Ras Al Khaimah, which is just up the coast there. She's going up there and she's moving between the Dubai resort, the World Resort in Dubai, and Ras Al Khaimah, sitting off at anchor when she's not at the Dubai resort. The pictures that you can see here, they show that the vessel still has no flags. It's still not flying an ensign. So look, and also according to the IMO database, which we checked today, it still does not list any flag state. All right, so we'll move on. Motor Yacht Nord. You all know where she is now. She's in the Maldives. We've had multiple sightings of this yacht. So after the last video, she moved from that location to an island further south. I'm going to destroy the pronunciations of these, so bear with me. It looks like it says Itafushi, and it's the island with the Waldorf Astoria on. Obviously, I'll show you on the map here. And then she moved from there to the Barros Island, just north of Mali, and she took on fuel there. So you can see in these images here, there's a bunker barge next to the yacht, refueling that yacht. So doesn't necessarily mean the yacht is about to leave and go anywhere of any distance. It just means that they're low on fuel and they want to refuel right now. So they still need fuel to even sit at anchor. So that boat is moving around in the Maldives, but she's still in the Maldives as of today. Next one is Pacific X. Now, we mentioned a few weeks ago that she had moved from Marmaris and she was headed over to a place called Izmit, I think it's pronounced, and the vessel has been there for a couple of weeks. Now, today we noticed that she was on the move again and looks like she's heading back to Marmaris. But it turns out the vessel was in a dry dock there. So went into a shipyard, went into a floating dry dock, came out of the water and had some work done on it. We're not quite sure what was happening, but what we were told is that she had some issues with pipes in the engine room and also had the props polished while it was out of the water. So there must have been something that warranted the vessel to come out of the water. The props being polished is something that often gets done. They take an opportunity while the boat is out of the water to polish the props. I doubt they would take it out of the water simply to polish props. So something else going on below the waterline. Anyway, she has left that dry dock now, and you can see the photographs here that were sent in. She was in this dry dock. We couldn't see the name on the stern as the stern door was open, but on the side of the boat, it just says the word Pacific. It does not say Pacific X. Now, in a previous update, I'd been told that the name had changed on the stern. It may have, but on the sides, it is not showing Pacific X and just showing Pacific. All right, so we'll move on again. So we'll move on to Plus Ultra. Now, you might remember this boat. This boat was sat, we did an update on it a little while ago, maybe 3 weeks ago. The boat was sat for 6 months in Panama. So she was on the Pacific side of the Panama Canal, sat there, minimum crew, no movement, the owner not able to move money around. And then we mentioned that 12th of October, that money was starting to move again in Europe. And we said that about Dilbar having work done on it, or props been put back on, the shafts, the antennas that had been removed off the top deck. She'd been moved to Bremen. Lurson very cagey, saying that they were fully complying with the sanctions rules. In other words, they didn't confirm nor deny whether they were working on the boat, but we could clearly see from the footage that she had the props put back on, so clearly work was being carried out. And then at the roundabout the same time, Motor Yacht Plus Ultra started moving around in Costa Rica. And clearly the boss was on board at this point. The owner's name is Andrei Goncharenko. Either the owner was on board or there was a charter. Not sure, obviously, but the boat was moving around the islands in a fashion that only a boat would do when there are guests on board, because they're using a lot of fuel and you know, spending money, and they would not do that if it was just the crew on board. So, like I said, Andrei Goncharenko is the CEO of a Gazprom subsidiary, and he's not currently on the sanctions list. The vessel was unregistered for quite a while, had no flag state, and now we did report in a previous video that she's now flying a Panamanian flag. What's interesting is her destination is Tahiti, and she's almost there. Now, what's interesting about this destination is Tahiti's a French territory. So the owner of this vessel is clearly not concerned about the French trying to arrest that vessel, because he wouldn't send his boat there otherwise. So that is quite an interesting development. Like I said, the fact that the money was moving again was obvious by the fact that all of these boats started to move. Now he's sending his boat to a French territory, which is quite interesting. I mean, Amadea went to Fiji, and I said the same thing about Amadea when it went to Fiji, and then the Americans jumped on it. So this boat's headed to French Polynesia. However, like I said, the fact that is that this chap is not under any sanctions, so maybe he feels safe because of that. I want to say, as always, thank you to everybody who sent in data for this video and for all the videos. Couldn't do it without you. You've seen a lot of images here and a lot of information. It's all come from people who wanted to contribute to the channel. They all get asked if they want a credit, and they've all said that they'd rather remain anonymous, hence no credits on the photographs. But if someone sends in stuff and they want credit, the name goes on there. Just a couple of announcements. There is a video coming out tomorrow. Obviously, it's Friday today, so tomorrow there's a video coming out, and it's a music video, believe it or not. But don't worry, I'm not singing. It's a relaxing music to super yacht footage shot in Italy. It's a beautiful footage in a marina there. So, and it's one of those videos where you play in the background and you can relax to that music. There's some great music on there as well. So look out for that. Also, we have a Q&A coming out probably Sunday. That is a video that we've been working on for a while. If you can't wait till Sunday, you can watch it on the Patreon page. It's live on there already. Early release on the Patreon page, which happens with all the features now. So if you want to check out our Patreon page, it's at patreon.com/esysman. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you've got any information about any of the stories here tonight or any other stories, please get in touch through the normal fashion. You can get us on the About page of the YouTube channel. You can get us on the Instagram. You can get us on Facebook Messenger, and you can also get us on Threema. Be sure to like this video, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell for future notifications. All right, thanks very much, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye.